welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Inabelle.com and I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be taking you guys through this makeup look. I did this look for my friend's birthday, for an outing for her birthday, and I posted it on my social media channels, on Instagram to be specific, and I asked my followers if they wanted a tutorial on this look, and everyone said yeah. So based on my followers' feedback, I was like, you know what, let me just make this tutorial, let me get right on it and give the people what they want, you know. So that's what I did. And this is a very nice smoky green eyeshadow look. Like, it's just very like So y'all notice anything different? I'll wait. It's on my nose. I have my nose pierced and the hair is laid to the gods right now. Like, it is long, and this is my hair, okay? This ain't no weave. This is my hair. This is the hair that goes on my head. You know, my hair been curly for a minute and I was sick and tired of it, so I wanted to straighten it. And I got them inches. I got inches, y'all. Like, my hair is long as hell. But anyways, yes, your girl got her nose pierced. So I'm going to be taking you guys through this makeup look. Before I even get into the video, I'm just going to let y'all know one thing, okay? Y'all need to be subscribed to my channel. Like, what are y'all waiting for? Oh, and y'all also need to follow me on social media. What are y'all waiting for to do that too? Like, subscribe and follow me on my social media channels. You know where that subscribe button is? It's right here, right down below. I might be pointing to the wrong side, but y'all get the gist. And my social media channels are right here. Like, look at them. Go follow me. Go follow me at Inabelle.com on Instagram, at Inabelle.com on Twitter, and Inabelle at Snapchat. So follow me. Even though I haven't been posting much on Snapchat because Snapchat been playing with this new layout. So I'm not even on Snapchat like that anymore. But Instagram and Twitter, I'm in that bit. So with that being said, if you guys want to know how I did this makeup look and you want to follow along and do it yourself, please keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to be doing with this eyeshadow look, of course, as always, is priming my eyelids with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is one of my favorites. I always use this to prime my eyelids. And if you're wondering where I'm looking, I have a mirror right here that I'm going to be looking at constantly to film this. So, you know, just to answer your question, if you wonder, like, where the fuck is she looking at? Like, why she keep looking over here? This is my mirrors right there, alright? So yeah, I'm just gonna prime my eyeshadow with this eyeshadow primer. I love this eyeshadow primer, as you guys know. I use this all the time. It's just so good, and it makes my eyeshadows just pop and stay on all day long. I will be setting that eyeshadow primer with my Patrick Starr and MAC powder. This is a good powder to set my eyeshadow primer just because it's very finely milled. And yeah, I like, if I'm gonna set my eyeshadow primer, I want a powder that is extremely finely milled so that it's not like clumping up, you know. Now that I have set my eyelids with my translucent powder, I'm gonna be finally starting this eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna be using a lot of Morphe eyeshadows today, guys. It's gonna be a Morphe overload. I'm sorry, but y'all already know I'm a Morphe girl. Their stuff is good and it's inexpensive, so you know, I ride for Morphe. And I'm going to be using two Morphe eyeshadow palettes today, and I think the only non-Morphe eyeshadow I'm going to be using is Fudge by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but everything will be Morphe. So with that being said, I am going to start first with the Dare to Create 39A palette by Morphe. And this was a holiday edition palette that they released, and unfortunately this is not being sold anymore. I'm so sorry, guys, for using eyeshadows that are not being sold, but just try to find shades that are very similar to the ones that I'm using. Morphe has a ton of eyeshadow palettes with so many different colors, so I'm sure you'll be able to find something within the other palettes that they have that are permanent in stock. And as you can see, this eyeshadow palette is extremely colorful and beautiful. I love this eyeshadow palette. It's just super inspiring to me, and every time I look at it, I just want to do something crazy with my eyeshadow. Like, it inspires me to do looks like this because it's just gorgeous. Like, come on, look at this. I'm gonna start off first with these two eyeshadows. I threw out the little paper that has all the names on it because it was bothering the hell out of me, so I don't know what the names of these eyeshadows are, but I will be pointing them. So I'm gonna start off with these two right here, and I'm gonna be dipping my Morphe my M4 for one. Actually, that one is dirty, so I'm gonna be using a clean one. I just dug this in the entire end of this brush into this eyeshadow because I am a sav. So let me just pat that in and fix that. I'm gonna place the brush right here, and then I'm just gonna go back and forth in windshield swiping motions, and I'm just packing this right here on the corner as well. And this is gonna be a halo eye today, so I'm gonna be going back and forth between my inner corner and outer corner, and just concentrating the color there. So you're just blending this into your crease, and it's okay if you bring this color up a little bit high, because there's gonna be so much colors in this eyeshadow look, and you really want this transition shade to show at the end. Like, you don't want it to be covered. You see how here, like, you can still see it on the top, like you want that effect, so you can bring it up a little bit high for that reason, so that there is a gradient effect at the end when you're done with this look. So now that I have finished applying that shadow, I'm gonna start going in with the darker colors, and this is where you have to be start being careful, because you know, darker colors can get messy. And when you're working with darker colors, you just really have to be precise and just be careful. So I'm gonna start with my Anastasia Beverly Hills single eyeshadow in the color Fudge. This is a very popular, I feel, eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel like a lot of people have it, and this is a single, so you guys can definitely buy this as a single eyeshadow and put it in your Z palette, similar to how I have mine right here. And I'm just gonna pick that up on the It's My Raye number 7 brush, and this is a very small detailing brush. And what I'm gonna be doing is picking up that eyeshadow and packing it on both the outer and inner corners, and then once I pack it, I'm gonna blend that in with my blending brush. So I'm just picking this up on here, just really putting the brush in there. I'm gonna dust it off, and then I'm gonna slowly start packing it here on the corner. And you want to just pack it and not like just leave it concentrated on the corner, and then once you start blending, you're gonna start blending inwards, but for now just pack it. Now that I have packed it on my inner corner, I'm going to be using my Luxie 231 brush, and this is like a really small and precise blending brush, and one of my favorites. As you guys know, I use this all the time because it's small and I have small eyes, so I need brushes that are small. So I'm just going to start blending that, and then slowly bringing it into my crease when I'm blending it. Now I'm also going to go into my 39A palette again, and I'm going to take this lighter brown color, and I'm just going to blend with that in the same way that I was applying my dark brown eyeshadow. But I'm just going to dip this Luxie brush, and this is the shade that I'm talking about, and this is like a lighter brown. So I'm just going to grab that on this brush, dust it per usual. And then I'm gonna blend one more time in the same motion with this brush. The reason why I'm adding this like lighter brown is because the Fudge eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills is more on the really dark brown, almost black side. So I kind of want to bring a little bit of lightness into this eyeshadow look. So I just added that brown shadow. And then I'm gonna take the brush that I use to apply my transition shade, and I'm just gonna blend out the edges with that. And this definitely still has leftover product in it, so I'm also I'm blending out the edges and also like adding a little bit of whatever eyeshadows left on this onto my eye, because we don't want to lose that light orange gradient, because I don't know, I feel like it looks so nice with this eyeshadow. Like, you know, you don't want to lose that. You want to keep that there. And if you are doing this eyeshadow look and you start to lose that, you can always dip your blending brush into the first shade and add it on top. So now that we have blended that, our favorite part is coming up, and we're gonna be not cutting our crease, we're gonna be doing a halo eye. So I don't know if you guys watched my Valentine's Day makeup tutorial video, but if you didn't, you should check it out. Even though it's not Valentine's Day no more, you know, if you're looking for some pink inspo, go look at it. I'll link it in the description box. But in that video, I like cut my crease, or like cut a halo with concealer, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing right now. And I'm gonna be grabbing I'm gonna be using this Bye Bye Under Eye sample concealer I got when I shopped at Ulta. I always use my Tarte Shape Tape, but I figured because this is a really nice thick concealer, I can use this. But you guys can use any concealer that you have, like, it doesn't matter. The thicker the consistency, a little bit better it is, but any concealer is fine. And I'm gonna be using this to apply the halo, and then going over top with my shimmer shadow. And I'm gonna be using the It's My Raye number 9 brush per usual, because this is very precise and very good for my very tiny eyes. And I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of this out. And this is the Bye Bye Under Eye in shade medium. And I'm just going to be applying this on my brush like this. And this is thick. Like, it's thick. It's real thick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to start off first by going down the center. And when you're doing this type of eye look, as you guys know, it's very important for you to concentrate and really pay attention to what you're doing, because if you mess it up, it's really hard. Well, it's not. You can always go over with eyeshadow and like fix any little mistakes, but just really concentrate, because you got to be very precise. So I'm going to start down the center first. And then I'm going to bring it. And then I'm going to do the shape. I'm like lightly patting. I'm not really like wiping hard. I'm barely literally touching my eyelid, and I'm lightly patting the product onto it. Because I have very like thin skin in my eyelids, so I don't have to like go ham and just do the most. You see, like, this is with me barely touching my eyelid, like. And then I'm just feathering out the edges like that. So I went down the center, and then I went up top and I patted it in and made like the little U shape, and then I feathered out the edges. And because this concealer is so like thick in consistency, and it has like a very strong pigment, I didn't really have to press this onto my eyelid so hard. Now we're done. See how easy that is? You just have to really concentrate. And it's very important to have the perfect brush for you. I feel like that's a major key of doing this type of look. I mean, of doing this technique. This brush, as you can see, is like super thin and very flat. And you need a very flat brush to do this. But I like this one because it's super thin and small. Some people tend to go in with a more people tend to use a more wider shader brush, but for me this is more ideal. But you can use a like nice flat wider shader brush, because if you have bigger eyes, like, this is definitely not ideal, but I have really small eyes. So now that we have cut our halo, we're now gonna go in with our shimmer shade, and I'm gonna be using this beautiful green shade in the Morphe 39A palette, and it's this shade right here, and it's just so beautiful. Like, I was really inspired by that shade when I was doing this look, and I was wearing black, and I wanted to do like a colorful smoke. I wanted to do a smoky eye, but I wanted to incorporate some color. So this is the shade that I went with, and it came out so nice. This is what I came up with. So I'm just gonna go in in that shade, and I'm gonna be picking up my my more wider shader brush, and I'm gonna be spraying that with some MAC Fix Plus, just so that the product and the color is really concentrated and even more shimmery. And I'm just gonna go in here with that with my wet brush, and you can use any setting spray that you have. You don't have to use like the exact same products that I have. You guys can always use whatever product you have that is similar. And also, you guys can change this look around and use any shades. Like, this could be blue, this could be red, this could be pink, this could be whatever shade you want it to be, because the colors on the outside are pretty neutral, so any shade could fit in the middle. So I'm gonna take my brush. This is the Morphe M167, by the way, and I'm just gonna start packing that on right in the center where I applied my concealer. And I'm slowly packing that on, and I'm literally pressing my brush onto the area where I applied the concealer with this shade. And then I'm going to take my even smaller shader brush, and this is the Morphe 156, and it's this one, and it's even smaller, and I'm going to use this to pack on the color even more and make it even more intense. And look at this. Do you see what's happening right now? Like, it's getting like even more beautiful than it already looked, because I'm using a smaller brush, so it's really concentrating the color and packing it onto that area. So just packing this on, and then on the edges I'm gonna feather it out a little bit. I'm not trying to extend the color so deep into the inner and outer corners, but I'm just gonna feather it out a little bit. See this eyeshadow? Like, this eyeshadow is beautiful. It's so bomb. Like, it's so pretty. I'm obsessed. I love it. And now I'm gonna be going in with my Jaclyn Morphe Hill palette, and I'm gonna be grabbing just a really small another small detailer brush I have, and this is the Morphe Y22, and as you can see, it has a very small defined head. It's very similar to the It's My Raye one I use, and this is good for packing on shadows as well. So I'm gonna be grabbing a very like forest green shade that's in this palette, and this is the shade. Again, I'm so sorry guys, I got rid of the little paper that comes in these palettes because it's just so annoying. Honestly, people need to start putting names in the bottom of eyeshadows or in the back, because but I think she released, I got this palette before it was sold at Ulta, so this palette is sold at Ulta and you guys can get it. And the one she released at Ulta, it does have the eyeshadow names in the back, but this is the original that came out when it was only being sold at Morphe, so it doesn't have the names in the back. But if you buy it at Ulta now, you'll find it that way. And then I'm gonna take this eyeshadow and I am going to like pack it on, literally pack it on the outside of the shimmer shadow, just to give it like a nice green gradient, so it goes from like, you know, shimmery green to dark neutrals, you know. And I'm just packing that on right there, and on this side as well. You see how pretty that looks? It just gives it a nice transition effect. I'm going to be taking my E17 brush, which is a very small blending brush. As you can see, it's very small and tiny. You already know, guys, I have small eyes. Everything I use is tiny because my eyes are so small. And I'm just going to be blending that forest green eyeshadow that I just applied, but I'm like barely going to touch my eye because I don't really want to disturb the shimmer. So I'm just like literally going to like softly blend it, like softly. I'm going to go back in with my little BhCosmetics It's My Raye number 7 brush, and I'm going to pick up Fudge on that brush. And what I'm going to do is carefully now, like, I'm going to like go straight with this brush, literally going straight, and I'm gonna concentrate it right up top here because I feel like I lost like the definition of that dark brown color up top, and I want to add it back in. So I'm literally gonna go right in like here, just go straight, literally going straight, and then just boom, land it right there on my crease and blend. Back in with this brush and blending the top out. This is the Morphe M441 brush. This is the brush I use with my transition shade, and I'm just literally blending that out there just to give it that really nice flawless blend. And now that we've done that, we're gonna add our final color in this eyeshadow look. I know you're like, damn, Annabelle, how many colors you use in this? I'm sorry. I know I used a couple of colors, but this is our final color, and this is I'm just gonna take this black eyeshadow from the Jaclyn and Morphe Hill palette, and I'm gonna concentrate this on my outer corner. And I'm taking a very, very small like detailing brush. Like, look how small this is, because you gotta be careful with black eyeshadows. Like, they really be out here doing you dirty if you don't apply it correctly. So just take any little small detailing brush you have. And this is literally the other side of that shader brush that I used earlier. It's like a two-sided brush. So I'm just rolling this brush around in my black eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna go in. And I'm literally gonna concentrate this right here, right on the outer corner. And then I'm gonna go in with my Morphe E17 and carefully blend this out. And I'm carefully blending it. Like, I am being very soft with the brush. I'm not like putting so much pressure onto my eye. I'm like literally barely touching my eyelid, and then I'm like just blending it in that corner, like not really bringing it up into my crease too much, just a little bit. And we are done with this eyeshadow look. I lied, we still have to apply the eyeshadow to the bottom portion of our eyes, but we're gonna be doing that after we're done applying our face products. So I'm gonna speed through this because I literally do the same thing with my face all the time. Like, it doesn't change. I'm gonna go back into my eyeshadow palettes, and I'm gonna grab the shade Fudge on the same brush that I used to apply it on my eye, which was it's my Raye brush, and I'm just gonna run this along my bottom lash line. And this is Fudge again. As you guys know, it's just a dark neutral brown. And I'm literally just running this across my bottom lash line. Now that I've applied the eyeshadow to my bottom lash line, I'm just gonna go in with some mascara, and I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara, which is this one. I love this one. This is a great one. It's just one of my favorites. I actually grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the waterproof one, and it is currently 12:30 a.m. and you know I don't want to apply waterproof mascara to my to my lashes, because then it will never come off. And I'm gonna take this face off and go take my ass to sleep because I have to work tomorrow. So but yeah, I'm gonna grab this one. This is the Colossal Big Shot Mascara, and it's the same one, but this is the Makeup Shayla collaboration, and this is not waterproof, and this is in the shade the Blackest Black. And I'm just gonna run this through my lash line. Ooh, let me just wipe off this excess mascara on the brush, and I'm just gonna coat my bottom and top lashes with this. So this is the final look, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting my videos. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. You were able to follow along and recreate this look for yourself. Make sure to follow me on social media. I'll be linking my social media channels right here. Make sure to like this video. Don't be afraid to leave me any comments, as I love connecting with you all. And last but not least, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you guys can continue getting more content from me, because I am coming with the heat. Facts. Like, I'm literally just coming with the heat, and I'm gonna continue uploading videos. So why not subscribe so you can stay up to date and not miss any of that? Why not subscribe? Like, tell me. But anyways, again, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day, y'all. Deuces.